Welcome to Owl the Storyteller. What's something people don't know about the profound influence of religion on fashion? Throughout history, religion has been a powerful force shaping not only beliefs and values, but also the very clothes we wear. From the earliest civilizations to the modern era, religious beliefs have dictated styles, colors, and even the materials deemed appropriate for different occasions. This essay delves into the fascinating interplay of religion and fashion, focusing specifically on the early medieval period in Europe. This era, marked by the decline of the Roman Empire and the rise of Christianity, witnessed a dramatic shift in fashion trends, reflecting the changing social, political, and religious landscape. The early medieval period, spanning roughly from the 5th to the 10th centuries, was a time of great upheaval and transformation. The once mighty Roman Empire crumbled under the weight of internal strife and external pressures, leading to a fragmentation of power and the emergence of new kingdoms ruled by Germanic tribes. This period of transition had a profound impact on all aspects of life, including fashion. The elaborate and opulent styles favoured by the Romans gave way to simpler, more practical garments, reflecting the new realities of a decentralised and often unstable world. This shift in fashion was not merely a matter of aesthetics, it was deeply intertwined with the growing influence of Christianity. As the new religion spread throughout Europe, it brought with it a set of values that emphasised humility, modesty, and the rejection of worldly pleasures. These values found expression in the clothing of the time, which became increasingly austere and functional. Gone were the extravagant silks, intricate embroidery, and revealing silhouettes of the Roman era. In their place came simple tunics, cloaks, and head coverings, often made from locally sourced wool and linen. The early medieval period witnessed the birth of a new aesthetic, one rooted in practicality, piety, and a rejection of the excesses of the past. This essay will explore the key fashion trends of this era, examining the influence of both Germanic traditions and Christian values on the clothing of men and women. The decline of the Roman Empire in the West during the 5th century CE had a profound impact on the cultural landscape, including the realm of fashion. Roman fashion, known for its extravagance and emphasis on social status, underwent a dramatic transformation as Germanic tribes, often referred to as barbarians by the Romans, migrated and settled throughout the former empire. These tribes brought with them their own distinct clothing traditions, which blended with existing Roman styles to create a new, hybrid aesthetic. Roman fashion had long been characterized by its use of fine fabrics, intricate designs, and an abundance of jewelry. Silk, imported from the East at great expense, was highly prized, as were brightly colored dyes and elaborate embroidery. Clothing served as a powerful symbol of status and wealth, with senators and other high-ranking officials donning distinctive togas and other garments that set them apart from the lower classes. The arrival of the Germanic tribes disrupted this established order. These tribes, originating from colder climates, favoured more practical and functional clothing made from materials like wool and leather. Their garments were typically simpler in design, often consisting of tunics, trousers, and cloaks adorned with minimal decoration. These garments were better suited to the harsher conditions of Northern Europe and reflected the more egalitarian social structures of Germanic society. As the Germanic tribes gained influence, their clothing styles began to influence Roman fashion. The toga, once the symbol of Roman citizenship and status, gradually fell out of favour, replaced by the more practical tunic, a long T-shaped garment worn by both men and women. Trousers, previously considered barbaric by the Romans, also became increasingly common, particularly among men. This fusion of Roman and Germanic styles marked the beginning of a new era in fashion, one that would continue to evolve throughout the early medieval period. The fall of the Roman Empire and the rise of Christianity ushered in a new era of austerity and practicality in fashion. Gone were the days of extravagant displays of wealth and status through elaborate clothing. The early medieval period embraced a more understated aesthetic, prioritizing functionality and durability over ostentation. The dominant silhouette of the early medieval period was long and flowing, with garments typically reaching to the ankles or even the ground. This style was both practical, providing warmth and protection from the elements, and symbolic, reflecting the Christian emphasis on modesty and humility. Loose-fitting garments concealed the shape of the body, minimizing the differences between the sexes and promoting a sense of spiritual equality. Decoration, while not entirely absent, was significantly toned down compared to the Roman era. Simple embroidery, often featuring geometric patterns or Christian symbols, was used to embellish garments, along with contrasting bands of fabric and brooches used for fastening. These embellishments served both a decorative and a practical purpose, adding visual interest while also reinforcing seams and securing garments. This emphasis on simplicity and functionality did not mean that early medieval fashion was devoid of style or individuality. Within the constraints of the prevailing aesthetic, people still found ways to express their personal taste and social standing through their clothing. The quality of fabric, the skill of the tailoring, and the choice of embellishments could all signify subtle differences in status and wealth. The materials used to create clothing in the early medieval period reflected the practical concerns and resource availability of the time. Wool and linen emerged as the dominant fabrics, prized for their durability, warmth, and versatility. Silk, while still valued for its luxurious texture and association with wealth, became increasingly rare and expensive as trade routes with the East were disrupted. Wool, obtained from sheep, was the most readily available and versatile textile of the early medieval period. It could be spun into yarns of varying thicknesses, allowing for the creation of a wide range of fabrics, from coarse, sturdy cloths suitable for outerwear to finer weaves used for undergarments and even decorative hangings. Wool's natural warmth made it ideal for the colder climates of Northern Europe, while its ability to repel water made it a practical choice for garments worn in all seasons. Linen, derived from the flax plant, was another important textile of the early medieval period. Linen production was more labor-intensive than wool, requiring the fibers to be carefully extracted from the flax stalks before spinning and weaving. As a result, linen garments were generally more expensive than those made from wool. Linen's smooth, breathable texture made it a popular choice for undergarments and garments worn in warmer weather. It was also favoured for its association with purity and cleanliness, making it a suitable material for religious vestments. While wool and linen formed the backbone of early medieval textiles, silk continued to hold a place of prestige and luxury. However, the collapse of the Roman Empire disrupted the established trade routes with the East, making silk a much rarer and more expensive commodity. Silk garments were typically reserved for the very wealthy and for religious vestments, where they served as a tangible symbol of spiritual authority and opulence.
Absolutely. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more captivating content like this. Your support means the world to us and helps us continue creating quality videos. Thank you for watching and being a part of our community. Remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest uploads. Your support keeps us going.